Okay, so someone sent a message to one of my past YouTube blogs tonight, which it wasn't terrible considering the kind of messages I do get sometimes. It wasn't really as abusive as some of them, but it said it was like sarcastic, and it said something like, "Oh yeah, the president's out to get you," and because the person was being sarcastic, trying to like help me understand how delusional I am. Actually, the president is not really out to get me, as far as I know. I think it's more that he just doesn't really care all that much that other people are out to get me. Sometimes he cares. Every once in a while he decides, maybe I should do something about that. And then he decides not to. And then those are always that's always a bad part of the year. Yeah, and there's other stuff he really shouldn't be doing, and I have never really understood why he does, to be honest. I mean, it's not really all that funny. It's only funny in the sense of really, really, truly how much I never thought anything like this would ever happen to me. It's been really awful, and it really is awful too to have people mischaracterize me so much. The people who bully me, all the people who bully me, have some idea about me that is not accurate about who I am. And I really am not trying to be famous. I mean, if I had wanted to be famous, I could have done that. And a lot of this stuff, I mean, I would be famous, and probably some of the stuff from my past would have gotten talked about, but not the way that it has been talked about. Yeah, I mean, ironically, it was my feeling really not sure that I really wanted to be famous, and having a lot of concern about that. That has actually put me in some of the more difficult situations of the past 2 years. But none of that has changed any of my ideas about being famous. In fact, it has caused me to think that what I really thought kind of from the beginning of it was the right thing, which is that it really would not really be all that fun to date a famous person. I don't think so. It's just their lives are so, even a nice one. I guess they're out there, but it seems to me, I mean, the less you pander to that kind of thing, pander I think is maybe the wrong word. The less you kind of just like, I don't know, whatever it is, agree to be in magazines, whatever it is, that kind of thing. Agree to be interviewed by other famous people, that kind of thing, or look for publicity. I guess maybe that's the way that's the way I want to say it. Or look for publicity, and the more people feel like they have the right to invade your privacy. And of course, I'm not doing those things, and all the people who do that stuff, a lot of the people who create that entire machine are invading my privacy anyway. But at least I'm telling them not to. At least I'm doing that. It's under protest. That's how it's happening to me. It's very much under protest, and that's all I can do. That's all I can do.